Tell me if this has happened to you. I own a company called Mortimer Snerd Manufacturing. I inherited this company from my father, and it has been in my family for many, many generations. One day, soon after I became CEO of my company, a few sales representatives from one of the oldest insurance companies came to see me. This company, Deity Enterprises LLC, convinced me that my manufacturing company is flawed in a major way from a mistake that my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather made. Deity Enterprises public relations guys are also telling me that they can't really fix the flaw, but that they can set up a retirement insurance policy that is to die for. I'm not sure about this deal, so I asked some others that claim they have used their services. Most claim that they are very happy with Deity Enterprises, but they can't really give me any examples of where their companies are essentially improved, except that it gave them comfort and made them happy. The cost up front looked reasonable enough, although I couldn't see the long-term costs. The business practices seemed a little questionable and possibly dishonest. So I talked to the Deity's PR guys again. Well, not all of them. One of them was arrested for pedophilia, another for extortion, and another for fraud. The PR guys said those that got arrested weren't actually real employees, but rather they pretended to be. So I voiced my concerns with their company, and they responded by saying that if I didn't use their company and also their products, which I wasn't fully aware until then, that I would retire completely broke, beaten by thugs, diseased, and jailed for the rest of my life. Since I'm young and new at being a CEO, I felt I should go ahead and try their company and product line. It was mostly harmless. Everyone I knew was using the same service and products. Then I got a copy of their company's manifesto. There were some good parts in this manifesto, mostly policies that I was already using in my business, but this manifesto also had conflicts in its own business practices and business ethics. But the biggest problem I had was that it was nothing like what the PR guys were saying about the company. I talked to the sales reps because it was impossible to talk to a CEO or any real authority at this company, just the sales reps and the PR guys. They assured me everything was fine and not to pay attention to their company flaws, but rather just really trust that they know what they're doing and everything will be fine. They would also remind me of the retirement package promised and the threats of poverty and prison if I decide to leave them. So, thanks to modern technology, I was able to Google their company. I found many people that had had problems with Deity Enterprises LLC. Also, there are those that used similar services and products in other countries, but under a different company name, with just as bad manifestos. Deity Enterprises PR guys told me that those were false insurance companies, and they used it only to profit the sales reps and the PR guys. When I asked, well, what's the difference between them and you? They reassured me that their policies were real, and they had the best manifesto. So I started talking to those that used their products and then fired the company for breach of contract and fraud. I also talked to a few that never purchased any policy or used any of the products from any of these insurance companies. In fact, there were a growing number of people who completely changed their business practices to rely on their own company's policies and not those arbitrary ones dictated by Deity Enterprises. These companies were doing great, exercising sound and ethical business practices. I originally found most of them on YouTube. In fact, several were former insurance PR and sales reps employees themselves and claimed that Deity Enterprises was just a fake corporation to launder money and gain political favors for the sales reps. They left a promising and lucrative job to become whistleblowers. If it was one or two jaded and disgruntled employees, I wouldn't be so convinced, but the numbers of previous employees and clients of Deity Enterprises reaches in the hundreds of thousands. So I sent an email to the company and a copy to the son of the CEO. I'm not sure if they got it. There is no real mailing address or official website. If the company is as well connected and as competent as advertised, then I'm sure they'll get the message. It simply read, "Dear Sir, Madam," or Sirs and Madams, "you're fired. Sincerely, Mortimer Snerd."